Okay, welcome back to the second episode. We just left Candlekeep. We have a quest to go to the friendly army. We don't necessarily have to go there, but it's always a good place to start to get some more companions. Ultimately, we don't really know what the quest is. We're not necessarily. There's no real overarching theme in this game as of yet, and there's nothing to suggest that we're the protagonist. We're not even really a person of interest at the moment, other than the fact that that guy killed Gorion to get to you. But we're a bit in the dark at the moment, so yeah. What I haven't said is I'm not really going to spoil anything in the story, so if you haven't played this, which I find surprising since everyone should have played this game, but if you haven't, I will sort of talk about the plot as the secrets are revealed to us, so I'm not going to spoil anything. I may point out certain things which might have relevance later. I have finished this game like 6 or 7 times, so I do know the story and some of the subplots. So for example, that lady who was with the armoured figure has some relevance to the story later. But as of now, we're going to get pestered by Imoen. So she has sort of saw that Gorion is dead. We can tell her to take her nosy self back to the keep, or we can indulge her. And she said that there is a letter.
Good on you if you saved the day.
How may I be of assistance?
A letter that should still be on his body. Let's check the map. There's the ambush site up there, so we will head on up.
What is it this time? I shall attend to it in a
I'll quick save it as if we see a wolf, we'll probably die. We should probably check actually. She's got a bow and arrow, and these potions are always useful. Yep. Wolves are pretty nasty in this game. Pretty nasty for level 1s anyway. So just gonna keep on heading up. Doesn't look like there's any danger to be had. Let's go rummage through his corpse for loot. Again, hold tab. You can see some stuff on the floor. So we have a belt, nice, and a letter. We'll read that. A scroll of detect invisibility. Gold. Gold.
It shall be as you wish.
Do you have any armor? No. She is
You're a queer fellow.
a thief. Thief is pretty much a necessity in a party. You need at least one thief to unlock stuff, open the doors, etc. So we've got our thief. Give us some leather armor.
You have but
We don't need another one. We have to have at least one thief. You also need at least one priest or druid to hit. Oh, bollocks. Yeah, this is when you start realizing how difficult this game is when you find a wolf that completely annihilates you. I mean, if you're a mage, if you start this game as a mage, you're pretty buggered because mages are so weak to begin with. They need plenty of levels to sort of tap that potential out of them, but at the beginning they're just a dagger wielding flimsy paper mache character, and this wolf will destroy him. Hopefully, as a Kensai, I should have the skills to beat him. So we're going to use Kai, which basically means that any hit we do does max damage for a couple of seconds. So do that, and then everyone can fire the arrows. Ooh, see, I did 22 damage. That's because Kai is active.
What is it this time?
Nice.
Yes. You have but to ask.
Clearly I made a big deal out of nothing. Clearly wolves have no authority in this wood. So there's a dude over here. Let's see what he's got to say. So he's a messenger saying there's caravans are being raided, and he's going to report to the Grand Dukes in Baldur's Gate. And he's going the wrong way. Baldur's Gate is up there. Alright, so this is the map screen where you enter all the different areas. So Baldur's Gate's up here, So we want to get to the friendly arm inn. Of course, we need to go here first.
Ho there, wanderer.
And
Stay thy course a moment to indulge in old...
guy looking suspiciously like Gandalf is pestering us. He's asking us what pertains thee. He's basically just being nosy. However, this guy is fairly important. He's more of a cameo. He's fairly important in the whole lore of the Dungeons and Dragons stuff. We'll find out later his name, but it's safe to say that he is probably one of the most powerful characters in the game. A force for good. Probably doesn't want to meddle too much, but he's wants to know what we're doing. So we're saying that we're going to go to the friendly arm inn, and he's just saying it's short distance north. Doors are open to all. And yep, that's it. He's going away, saying that our friends will likely be there. So if we head on,
You have but to ask.
continue tapping that quick save button. A Zvart, or whatever they're called. These aren't too tough. Ouch. Man, why did I say they weren't too tough?
What is it this time?
Nice, die.
I shall attend to it in a trice.
When the screen shakes, that means that it was a critical
Yes.
hit.
You have but
Right.
to ask.
So I'm fairly sure there is something over here.
I grow torpid and require slumber.
There we go, yes. So there are two places where there are essentially stuff hidden. And this is the
How may
first
you
one.
have but to ask?
In the tower we can see there's a nice shiny ring here. And we'll see for the first time that actually second time. It's blue. Blue means that it's not identifiable. It means it has some kind of power to it. To identify it we need a spell or a scroll, or if you right click on it and your lore is high enough. Lore is essentially your knowledge of the world and therefore your ability to identify items. If that's high enough you'll identify it normally. Intelligence, mages have quite high lore. Bards have the highest. It's a sort of supposed that they've travelled around and heard lots of stories. So yeah, you will have a tendency to check every one of these rocks now for another ring, but I assure you that is the only one of these rocks. Okay, this guy looks mean, but I don't think he is. He starts to be quiet because there are beasts that he's tracking. What's the most dangerous thing you've seen? Saying it's an ogre mage, killed all his friends, but he managed to kill it. And he's basically saying that he ran away from bigger beasts. No shame in running when your life is on the line. Sound advice. Retreat is always a viable strategy. So friendly arm inn is to the north. There are interesting things down here. I think there's an ogre, but yeah. That's an ogre. I'm not really interested in the loot. So let's head into the friendly army.
I shall
Okay.
attend to it in a trice.
There is only one other place where we can find an item hidden, and that is here. So there may be other slightly
Yes.
secluded spots in dungeons and things, but in terms of outside and random bits of
I
foliage,
shall attend to it in a trice.
the rock and here is where you're going to find it, and that is a very, very powerful
How may
ring,
I be
so
champion
you
as
do
you
not
wish?
want to miss that. It's the Ring of Wizardry. It allows you to equip more spells or learn more spells. Of course we're not a mage at the moment, so it's irrelevant, but it will do. It will be relevant when we do a class.
Yep.
So
What is it,
we're making
champion?
our way up here. into the friendly army. And a quick save at the bottom. Because, for those of you that have done this before, will know the first real fight of the game is now upon us. And I may need to use oil speed. Okay, a quick save.
How may I be?
I'm gonna go up.
Hi, friend.
And a fellow called Tarnish is approaching us, being very friendly, and he's asking us why we're here. So here to meet some friends. And then he's basically saying, "Are you Gilgamesh?" I could say yes, but I'm going to say no. And he's not convinced. He knows it's me, and he has something for me. So this is a polite bounty hunter who will try to kill us. This is the first fight against a mage, and a lot of people are going to die on this part because he is one tough bastard at the beginning of the game. But I am confident that we can beat him.
Yes.
My blade will cut you
So-
to the size.
What's happened there is he tried to cast a spell, and the trick to fighting mages is to disrupt their spells. So here he's cast a spell, Imran did 4 damage, and then his spell fails. He took damage while he was casting the spell. And this is why arrows are so important. They don't do much damage, but they're very accurate. So they're good for basically spoiling mages' spells
How
and
may I be of assistance?
allow your other characters to get the damage in and not get destroyed by his spell. So there we go. So that seemed a lot easier. I made that out to be a lot easier than it actually is. You can cast various confusion like spells which cause you to cower in fear, for example. They can be quite annoying because it can force you to attack the guards, which means you want to reload your save because
I shall attend to it in a trice.
Ooh.
Yeah, it shall be as you wish.
And so this guy is saying the roads are cut off, and that is because the roads are crawling with bandits trying to get iron. And so there are bandits trying to get iron, and that's why the roads are closed. So we know there's an iron shortage. We don't particularly know why, but it's definitely got the bandits' attention, so they're looting any good iron that's coming from out of this region. So that plays part into the story later. And it also plays a little part in our meeting with these two people, which was what Gorion told us to do before he ended up becoming mincemeat. So we have Khalid and Jahira.
It shall be as you wish.
You are husband and wife, I believe, so let's go chat to the woman.
How long must we wait here? Things stir to the south as we sit.
So she recognises that I am the late Gorion's child. She's introducing herself. This guy has a stammer. She realises that he's dead. And this guy is not only has a stammer, but also making it apparent that he's a bit of a wimp. And she's basically saying that she promised to become your guardians if she died, but she's letting us have the choice. Certainly not going to turn down help though. So she's saying that she has a quest herself. So this is a common thing with companions. They often have their own agenda, and if you don't address that agenda, then they'll go off and do it on their own. So you do have a limited amount of time to do the thing that they want to do before they leave. So it can get a bit difficult when you take on multiple people who all want to do different things. You need to do all those little side quests just to keep them in the pie. It just so happens, however, that their quest is also ties into the main quest. So they want us to go to a town called Nashkel and investigate the iron shortage. So why is the iron turning bad, basically? So They report to the mayor of the town, Baron Gastkill, so yep, that seems good.
Yes?
We have equal
Gorion would be
agendas.
proud of your actions.
Right, so what I'm going to
It shall be
do
as you wish.
is quick save. So I think we'll chat to this little chap here. Little a hobbit, I think, or a dwarf.
It's been dreadful slow.
What do you have to sell, good sir? Yeah, so you can see they don't sell large shields in this place, which is why I bought one cheap one from the from Candlekeep. He sells a +1, which is exponentially higher, 3,000 gold. We certainly don't have that. Yeah, just get rid of some junk. Right, I'll probably edit this video, but what I'm going to do is go on a Robin Hood adventure with Imoen up the stairs. Oh, here's a quest.
Can I get better than the stability stone walls provide?
He's saying there's an ogre with a belt fetish. Lovely. Don't even want those belts back. But he wants his belt back anyway, so yeah. There is someone else who has a quest. I think it's this guy.
A pleasure it is to meet you.
I've got a spider infest. Oh, I hate fucking spiders. In Burigost, which I believe is on the way to Nashgal. 100 gold. And he wants his old boots. Gold, so we need to bring the boots, wine, and kill the spiders in the cellar in Burigost. So we will. And this is the first character that you get as a bonus for doing the enhanced edition. So let's go chat to this little chap here. I'm not little at all, actually. He's an orc.
It's about time. Bring me another flagon of ale.
Cheeky little fighter.
Why do you bother me? Be gone. Listen carefully. If you continue to pester me, I will crush your neck with my bare hands. Go, now.
Yeah, he probably could crush my neck. I like my neck. I'm going to keep it intact. Let's go. So, he is a companion, but you can't just go in there and grab him. You've got to wait for the moment to arise. But we have a healthy selection of compadres. So, okay, let's see it here.
It shall be as you wish.
Okay. Believe there are some wolves here. Wolves. I think there's an ogre around here. I'm hammering that Q key because I do. There's an ogre or a wolf.
Nature's servant awaits.
What is it this time?
Oh, my heart's really not in this.
Come on, guys. And this is the problem with low accuracy. It makes the fight a little unrealistic at the beginning because it reminds me a lot of Morrowind. You know, swinging your sword, it's physically going through their corpse, their body. But unfortunately, you're at the mercy of the dice rolls. 8 gold and a short sword. Okay. I'm fairly sure there's something over here. I'm gonna trust my instinct. Oh, I knew there was a wolf somewhere.
Can I help?
Oh, bollocks. Carl is gonna die.
Oh, my heart's...
Yes, oh omnipotent.
What you want?
Use your magic missile.
How may I be of assistance?
Don't die, Colin. You've got a shield. I trust you. Don't kill my main character. Oh no, not his spleen! I need that to make blood and stuff. Kite him, kite him, kite him! Oh god! Nice.
Yes, I shall attend.
I deserve more XP for that. I nearly lost the spleen. Okay. Was that what I was remembering? Just the wolf? Oh, I knew there was an ogre.
How may I?
Oh no. We'll lay the trap here. You failed to let. Oh, God damn it, Emily.
How may I be of assistance? It shall be as
Right, you two get back. Don't need
How may I
any
be of assistance?
people dying on the job.
What you want?
This is gonna be the
What is it this
run
time?
around like a maniac
I shall attend.
strategy. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Yep.
Yeah, you have but to ask.
He will one-hit shot me. He will literally
Grow torpid and requires.
I care not.
pommel me with one hit of his mace.
How may you have but
I
to
am
ask?
fully aware that he will do that. I have no shame in taunting this goddamn. Oh god, he's zigzagging.
You're a queer fellow.
What? I shall attend you.
Nice. Ugh. Lovely belt.
Yes, it shall be as you wish.
And we're back. Jahir and Khalid were sat here behind the tree,
You have but to ask.
keeping a lookout. Let's get back on the road. Well, there was a cart here. 7 gold. What did you see, kid?
You funny looking.
Oh. Give me the. What have you got to say, little? So there's a threat from a nearby nation called
How may I
Arm,
be of assistance?
A-M-M.
It shall be as you wish.
So kind of like a bit like the Cold War, you know, we've got threats, but no one's actually admitting to fighting. It's not there's no fighting going on. Everyone's just sort of on edge and garrisoning troops
shall
on the
be as you
borders.
wish.
So it looks like, you know, a simple spark could ignite this war, which does play some part into the story as well. So Nashkel is all the way down here, so we've got quite the journey to go to. But firstly, we're in Brigost. Need directions. I need an inn. Thanks for your help.
I shall attend
I know
to
where
it
I'm going,
with
chap.
confidence. It shall be as you wish.
There are some quests in here, including the spiders that we need to unfortunately slaughter. I think this is the right one. Let's go in here. We need to rest anyway.
Here now, get out.
Here we
I don't
go.
like your type in here.
You tell him, Marl.
Alright, Maul, calm the hell down. Just want to have a drink, a sleep.
What you want? I'm gone.
How may I be of assistance?
Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me?
Taxi driver quote. So we have to be careful what we say. We get XP if we can calm him down. If you be either aggressive or retreat, then it kind of screws it up. But you have to sort of negotiate with him. So there's plenty of bar for us all. And he's obviously got a vendetta against adventurers. So again, we can be aggressive, or we can just ignore it, or we can start trying to figure out what the root of the problem is. So say that we do some help, and he's alluding to the fact that somebody's son has died. You can say, don't get mad if somebody's son couldn't handle being out from under his mom's skirt. You should have taught him to fight instead of dirt farming. Probably not the best reply. We can say we leave or attack. Again, nope. Or we can just say everyone has to be accountable for their own fates. And yeah, so again, he's alluding to the fact that it's his son that died because he wanted to be an adventurer. Again, we can say we're going to leave. Basically insult him some more. Since we've got this far, we'll say it's not really his fault. It's his son's fate. So yeah, he's getting a bit upset because his son went off to do an adventure and died. Yeah, we can say that he wasn't really a son, but just a big girl for crying. But we can just buy them all a drink and toast it. At last, we have some XP for calming the crazy fool down.
I got some cheap beer for you.
We do need to rent a room. We need to identify some stuff as well. Don't really have the money to do that. We'll rent.
You want some whiskey?
Sleepy time, and I think we'll end the video here. And when we come back, we'll be rested and ready to kill those spiders and head on down to Ashgal. We're not really peasants, are we? We're certainly not royalty. We'll go for merchant.